Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutation to you, Akim, out there. That's pushing this truth and true sincerity. I'm the brother Anad, coming back at you with another lesson. And Lord one is edifying. Salaki, I'm just trying to get my Bible. All right. Now, the first scripture that I read was Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth a heart. And in the midst of this coronavirus, our people say that in Isaiah 30, I'm going to read that too, since I already got my Bible. It says, Isaiah 30:1, it says, Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. All right, and our people have this entitlement issue here in America, even though they've been in the transatlantic slave trade, they've been taken away from their land and put on reservations. All right, if they lived in Central and South America, they've been conquested by the conquistadors. All right, our people look to Egypt and the new Pharaoh Esau Edom for help. All right, and that's in light of this article. It says Trump seeks stimulus package potentially worth more than $1 trillion. Now, the United States debt clock is about 30 trillion right now? If you look at it, it's 30 trillion. I thought it was around like 27. I was in for a surprise when I read it. My jaw damn near dropped. $30 trillion in debt. And this is in response to this coronavirus, because people are losing their minds, they're losing their jobs, but this is the end of America. All right, but Esau is using these things to keep these people afloat, and in the end, Esau's going to turn around and be like, see, we gave you this money, now you're the problem. You're the problem while we're $30 million in debt. All right, so this article from CNBC, so March 17th, 2020, so-called St. Patrick's Day, and Jake is just finished out here, man, and I'm not really even mad about it, because the scriptures tell us, all right, that our people are revolted and gone. Matter of fact, I'm going to get that one. All right, as I'm doing this video, is a Jake outside just bugging out right now, man. You know those guys that got the hoodie on, and they listen to these rap songs, and they just mumble to themselves, and they sitting out there on the stoop smoking that same Black and Mild. These are our people, man. All right, this is Jeremiah 5:23. But this people have a revolting and a rebellious heart. They're revolted and gone. So there's no need to just get highly upset at what's going on. You might go to the grocery store, get mad at the nigga woman. But the scriptures say anger resteth in the bosom of fools. We know the scope. We know what's going on. So there's no reason to get extra mad. We at the end of this thing, man. This is what we've been praying for. All right? And there's some brothers out here, we can't freak out, man. You lose your job or whatever, man. We've been praying for stuff like this, man. Yahweh Shemel Shai got us, man. He got us then and he got us now. So I just wanted to bring that out because Jake is a rebellious and revolting people. They trust in the shadow of Egypt, and they see this. Well, niggas ain't gonna read this today, but Jake does not pay attention to what's going on as far as the debt clock. If a nigga gets on Facebook or social media and says Trump finna give out checks, then niggas is, oh man, shit, he ain't that bad. All right? So excuse me for my talking, man. I'm gonna just get to this article. It says Trump sinks stimulus package potentially worth $1 trillion, including direct payments to Americans. Now you gotta ask yourself, why would the United States government just run up and give you just money like that? So the White House is seeking a stimulus package worth anywhere between $850 billion to more than $1 trillion as the Trump administration looked to battle the economic impact of the coronavirus. All right, let's read this. All right, the White House is seeking a stimulus package worth anywhere from $850 billion to more than $1 trillion as the Trump administration looks to battle the economic impact from the corona pandemic, according to a source familiar with the matter. An administration official said the package could include $500 billion to $550 billion in direct payments or tax cuts. There's never been tax cuts here, man. These presidents always promise of taxes. What is it? The first Bush, George H.W. Bush said, "Read my lips, no new taxes." This is what this society is based upon, taxing you. Okay. $200 billion to $300 billion in small business assistance. $50 billion to $100 billion in airline and industry relief. Potentially $250 billion of the package could go towards direct payments to Americans, a White House official told the Wall Street Journal on Tuesday. And I believe the Wall Street kind of ended somewhat good amongst the Wall Street just going totally down. It kind of went up a little bit due to the stimulus package, so-called stimulus package that's potentially being offered to you Babylonians out here. All right. It says potentially $250 billion of the package could go toward making direct payments to Americans, a White House official told the Wall Street Journal on Tuesday. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin said earlier Tuesday that the administration wants to get emergency funds in America's pockets immediately. Americans need cash now, Mnuchin said during a White House press briefing on the administration's latest efforts to combat the disease. I mean, now in the next 2 weeks, millionaires are unlikely to be among those who receive relief in the form of direct payments. The White House will now have to negotiate a package with Congress. The measure will need to balance aiding individuals and workers in need as well as industries it has already said it wants to support. Now, they're going to go back and forth with Congress, and you already know what that's going to be. A bunch of bickering and quarreling. Satan being divided against Satan. You know, I imagine the Democrats and Republicans going back and forth, and at the end of the day, they're not going to give all this money that they're saying they're doing. They're basically just trying to appease you people, man. They're not going to give people all this money. If they do, it's going to be in small funds. You know, you see Jake out here in the block, Jake out here in the corner, man. They're not going to give Jake no $1,000 stimulus packages, man. But then again, he could. But it's going to take a minute. Meanwhile, people are going to starve if this coronavirus takes any longer. Because our people trust in the saddle of Egypt. They're waiting for the government to cut them a check because our people have this entitlement issue as if they came over here free. All right, you was brought over here on cargo slave ships, man. All right, for you so-called Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians. If you're a Native American, a so-called Seminole Indian like me, you was already over here, and you got drove out of your land, all right, because the white man is the devil. All right, he wanted to establish his manifest destiny. You so-called Latinos, you was living in your land before he came here and tore up your land. Don't forget that, man. It's 2020, and a lot of our people still don't know who the enemy is, man. It says the administration has made clear its view that the airline industry is essential. President Donald Trump and Mnuchin have also noted the cruise and hotel industries are facing particular challenges as travel has shut down. We're going big, Trump said at the presser. We want to go big, go solid. And fucking around with a guy like Donald Trump, he wants to go big. He wants to give out all the money that he can, knowing that you Americans can't pay it back. Because that's all about, man. They're going to start blaming you low-level American citizens. The reason why we gave you all this money, you can't pay us back. It says Democrats, though, have made clear that any support to industries might come with significant aid to workers. There has always been dispute in Congress about paid time off in a second coronavirus relief bill, which has yet to pass the Senate. Any economic relief should be contingent on the benefits flowing to workers and their families, not CEOs and shareholders. Senator Tom Udall, a New Mexican Democrat, told CNBC. And these Democrats, man, they know how to appeal you so-called Negroes, man. We don't need to give money to the rich, even though the rich are profiting off of it, man. these devils in Congress and Senate are really profiting off uh, them trying to give you a stimulus package. Those are the ones that are getting rich. Those are the ones that are eating good. But these Democrats appeal to you Negroes because our people don't know that the Democratic Party, all right, the Ku Klux Klan came out of the Democratic Party, man. So you can't trust neither one of these devils, man. And what did Jake Town do now? Oh, is it going to be Bernie Sanders or Joe Biden? Is it going to be Sleepy Joe or is it going to be old-ass Bernie Sanders? All right? Because they know you Negroes, man. They study you Negroes. They gave you civil rights leaders. And here it is today you're voting Democratic because they give you all the goodies. Well, hey, the scriptures say, hey, man, a gift destroyeth a heart, man. It says Senator Elizabeth Warren, another devil. This is the same devil that said she was Native American. This devil is a devil. On Tuesday, outlined her own set of stipulations for any big business that receives federal bailout money. They include permanently giving up stock buybacks and adding at least one seat to the board representing workers. See, I knew it was Senator Minority Leader Chuck Schumer's office said Monday that he will put forth his own plan with at least $750 billion in spending to combat the coronavirus pandemic. So I'm just stop right there. You know, you got everybody seems to got a plan, and they're just gonna go back and forth. And if this even does happen, it's gonna get to a point where people are just starving. All right, then they're gonna throw that money out in a time of desperation. They're not gonna give you no check right now while you can still go to the store and get your goods. If this country goes on lockdown another 2-3 weeks, then that's when desperation starts to set in. And then there's going to be all types of State of the Union addresses and whatnot. And then Jake is really going to pay attention because Jake serves money more than serves the Most High. All right? But we've been telling you not to trust this so-called white man. All right? That's what the whole lesson, this is the whole gist of the lesson is. Do not trust the so-called white man. All right? All right, let's get to Ecclesiastes 12, man. Just these basic scriptures that we know in the truth. We're trying to impart to our people, man. Ecclesiastes 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yeah, we're going to give y'all a stimulus package in the midst of this coronavirus. We're going to, your apartment complexes, we're going to, if you're affected by the coronavirus or you can't work, we're going to waive your rent. We're going to keep the power and the internet on. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. This is the same man that put you into the transatlantic slave trade. All right, after that, he gave you Jim Crow and segregation. He put crack in your community. Before that, he put heroin after the Vietnam War. All right. He redlines you to where you can't get opportunities based on where you live at. Look that up. Look up redlining. You can't exactly just go pick up your bags and go live in a white neighborhood. Okay. All this modern day segregation, and our people are trusting in this devil, and our people don't know that it's 2020 and the white man is the devil. If you don't know the white man's the devil in 2020, man, you're finished, man. And when I say the white man, I'm talking about Esau Edom. If the stock line of Esau Edom, which is the wicked, because we got a lot of brothers out here that look like so-called white men that are really Israelites, man. That's the mysteries that were given unto the prophets, man. All right, but the fact is, Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, is the devil, and you can't trust his ass, man. All right, but our people are gonna be like, man, shit. I'll take that stimulus package, man. I'm finished, man. I'm starving, bro. I gotta feed my kids. That's the mentality of our people, man. All right, because they got this mentality right here. Jeremiah 2 and verse 14 is Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and you Israelite foreigners that spread abroad or spread out here in America. Is Israel a servant Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? Because they've given you these civil rights leaders like Martin Luther King, Jesse Jackass, Al Sharpton. They get these rappers and new civil rights leaders. Look at your boy Snoop Dogg, man. It was 187 on a motherfucking cop back in 1991, and then when all those Negroes started getting shot by the cops, here he was petitioning to the cops, begging the cops, him and the rapper The Game. So they give you these guys to control you people, man, and our people don't pay attention, man. All right. So our people are homeborn slaves, man. And that Democratic Party is making our people homeborn slaves as well. Politics as a whole is making our people slaves, man. But our people have entitlement issues because they think that there's somebody here, and you're still three-fifths of a man here in America, man. Let's not forget that. Let's not go to the fact that Jake is getting shot down. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and yes, you Native Americans are getting shot down, because a lot more Native Americans are getting shot down than you so-called Negroes. But your friendly white man, the devil, paints this picture that it's always black folks. All right, when Judah and Israel were oppressed together, man. So this is Deuteronomy 16 and 19. Thou shalt not wrest judgment. Thou shalt not respect persons. Neither take a gift, for a gift doth blind the eyes of the wise and pervert the words of the righteous. Let me read that again, man. That's a heavy one. Deuteronomy 16 and 19. Thou shalt not wrest judgment. Thou shalt not respect persons. And our people respect a white man, so-called white man in the suit, promising a stimulus package or some type of package that involves money, because Jake is a homeborn slave, man. But we put our trust in Yahweh Shem Shah. For a gift to blind the eyes of the wise. All right, you're blinded because you think it's all about money, and you got to take care of your family, of course, man. But when the United States government is going to give you a stimulus package, something is wrong in the midst of it. That's what our people fail to realize. And pervert the words of the righteous. And our people are not going to pay attention, man. All right, this debt clock is at 30 trillion, excuse me. And our people don't consider that. They don't consider that the U.S. debt clock is 30 trillion. And I'm doing this lesson based off what a brother said in the group text. And I looked it up. And then I looked up at other articles that brothers put in there. And you can, like Apostle Hart said, man, it's like, you can at least crank out 2 videos a day, man. At least one. Because there's so much stuff that's just going on, man. You can at least take 20, 30 minutes out your time in a 24-hour span to put this work up, man. Because we got to warn our people, man. All right, this message is for the elect and the 1/3 men, women, and children who believe. Because those people still have hope. This ain't a whole video about just getting down on Jake. Our people have to realize that these warnings are coming from the Lord, man. Don't trust your enemy, man. There's got to be something behind this stimulus package, man. All right, Psalms 55 and 21, it says, Psalms 55 and 20, he hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. And you got to go back. Our people don't go back into history, man. Especially with the Native Americans and the Seminole Indians, man. They don't consider that this man broke every type of agreement. And you so-called black women out there, I'm going to just point this out too, man. You have an entitlement issue as well in America. You think everything is designed towards you. Knowing about 70, 80 years ago, you was getting hung on trees with the so-called black man. But Esau figured a way how to divide the Israelite family and put feminism in the midst of the black woman. And the black woman is reaping what she's sowing right now. That's why, like days like this, the black woman is really freaking out, man. If you have a black woman supervising your job, or you see her on a day-to-day, she is bugging the hell out, man. All right? But we've been telling you women to get right with the Lord, man. Just like we've been telling you men, first and foremost, to get right and get your household in order. Telling you that this white man Esau Edom is the goddamn devil, man. He breaks every contract that he says. And he's going to turn around and say, if this stimulus package does happen, we gave you trillions of dollars. Now you're the problem. Now we're going to have to renege on this contract because you're the terrorist. And we're going to have to lock you up in these concentration camps and give you this vaccination or give you the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. All right, so you can't trust this devil, man. You might think they're trying to do something good for you, but at the end, what does verse 21 says? The words of his mouth were smooth and butter. Oh, yeah, we're going to give you the stimulus package. We're going to give you that bread. We're going to give you that dough. You know, that's the only thing that resonates in the Negro's mind, money. All right? The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but woe was in his heart. What is he doing behind the scenes, man? You're not just going to get money for free. Even Jake knows that in the streets. All right? If somebody gives you some money out here, they're going to expect a return, man. And Esau is expecting a return, man. All right? And the return is going to be you people, man. But war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Because that's all the white man has for you, man. He robs, kills, and destroys, man. And our people don't seem to realize what's going on. They just see money, and that's it, man. So, that's basically it, man. You know, don't trust the Edomites, man. The so-called self-proclaimed white people, man. Just because they throwing out a stimulus package and they promise to pay your rent and whatnot, doesn't mean that's all good, man. A lot of these people, man, they're going to end up in a concentration camp, man. Well, Jeremiah 15 says the captivity to the captivity. All right, a lot of our people are just going to be duped, man. And they're going to use these athletes and entertainers to do things as well. You think these athletes and entertainers just be chilling at home like LeBron James and Kevin Durant? No, they priming them up and getting them ready to get on TV and to push this chip. All right. So with that, man, you know, Lord, when that was edifying for brothers that's in the spirit, you know, pay attention to these things. You know, the brothers that's learning, you know, pay attention to these things, man. Don't get caught up in the panic of your friends and family, man. Trust in Yahweh Shem Shai, man. With that, I want to say shalom.